Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Jhona. This is Jhona OhMGee. Today we'll be reviewing Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 7, Episode 15. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So we start this episode off. We're still in Mexico. Ashley's doing some cringy TikTok videos. Does Ashley really think she can dance? I mean, she could definitely, like, she has rhythm, but whatever, we'll move on. So Mia and Gizelle have a little chat about Karen and Charisse, about the dinner and what happened all the last episode. So Gizelle, for some reason, thinks Karen is jealous of Charisse. But I'm like, jealous of what exactly? Like, what does Charisse have that Karen wants so bad? Like, I hope it's not that Queen of Potomac thing, because okay, yes, Robin and Gizelle have declared Charisse the Queen of Potomac, but the world thinks Karen is the Queen of Potomac. So, Robin and Gizelle, the world, Robin and Gizelle, the world. I'm going to go with what the world thinks. So, to me, Karen has no reason to be jealous of Charisse. Like, for what? Child, then Gizelle has the nerve to say that Wendy is jealous of Mia. And again, jealous of what? What would Wendy need to be jealous of Mia for exactly? Like, I'm not understanding here. And she didn't even say what. She was just like, yeah, I think it's a little bit of jealousy. Like, what, girl, what? And they talk about how it's always a debate with Wendy. And that's because, Mia, you don't have any accountability. Gizelle and Robin aren't holding your feet to the fire. So, and you have yet to apologize sincerely to Wendy. So, of course, it's still going to be a debate. She on your neck anytime you come at her, because you have yet to apologize. Simple as that. So, of course, if you get to apologize, how are you guys going to move forward? It's always going to be an argument from there, because we haven't resolved the conflict, basically. I wouldn't be either until I got an apology from Mia. I'm sorry. We ain't going to get along. It's just simple as that. Like Cardi B said, if a B word got beef with me, she gonna always have beef with me forever. I'm just playing, just kidding. Just kidding. I do believe in hashing things out. But anyway. So they want to plan Robin a bachelorette party. I'm sure it's going to be lame, just how Robin is lame. So Mia says it takes a stripper to know a stripper. And I was thinking to myself, Mia, didn't you specifically say you were not a stripper, but now it takes a stripper to know a stripper? So I guess Mia's going to be in charge of gathering said strippers. I'm like, side note, what is up with Mia's surgery? Was she supposed to be having surgery on her butt, or like removing a lump or something? Nobody has said anything else about this girl's surgery. She hasn't even brought it up again. It's like we had like 2 episodes about her health scare and nothing else from there. So they then cut to a scene and like the girls getting ready, and something that I noticed, not to compare the girls, but the Potomac girls are always doing their own makeup. The ATL girls, they always make sure to bring their glam squad with them. I mean, they might be staying in a separate hotel or something, or a room down the hall, but they gonna be with the Atlanta girls. So I'm like, but we can move on. So Ashley is meeting up with Karen outside in the little cabanas. Ashley looked like a little hot mama. Look at her. I was like, okay, Daisy Dukes crop top with the boob hat or whatever she had on. Then she had on some little high heels. I'm like, look at Ashley. Okay. So Karen and Ashley are talking about how basically Karen felt like Robin was really disrespecting her, like coming at her, telling everybody that she's fake and phony and whatever. So Karen went in, child. She said, I'm fake and phony, girl. What about this wedding? This wedding is fake. And child, here to that notion, because I'm with you, Karen. So anyway, so she said she got the tea on Robin and won, including one's other girlfriend, some blonde chick that he's been holding hands with in Georgetown, apparently. So, and Juan cheated before in their first marriage with Robin. So, it could happen again, okay? He's not above it, right? But y'all, production production had me cracking up at the Grand and the Dom Special Potomac unit. Child, they done did a sketch of the woman. Apparently, she looks like Karen. Blonde hair. I don't know if she's like around Karen's age or whatever, but I was hollering. I am so done with production at this point. But Karen says that Robin knows about the girl, so may not be a secret. I guess it's just secret to the other women, but apparently Robin knows. You know, all of this is alleged, of course, you know, of course. So the girls are headed to Tulum. They're going shopping, and then they played this little shady questions game on the way to Tulum. And I'm going to Tulum in a couple months, so I'm so excited for my trip. Going on a bachelorette party. Ooh. Anyway, so child, we learned that Karen spends her most time, well, she spends the most time watching porn out of all the other girls. So, no, nothing is wrong with porn unless it's excessive. But to me, Karen cannot be that happy with her sex life with Ray. I mean, I just don't see it. I mean, Karen is so stylish and lively, and Ray is just, oh, sorry. Mia gonna have the nerve to say, y'all, that it's unfortunate that her and Wendy don't get along. Like, she really wants to like Wendy. But I'm like, girl, y'all didn't have a beef at all until you, Miss Mia, inserted yourself in some drama with Peter. Didn't have anything to do with you. Peter is a grown man. I'm sure he can handle his business without you interfering. Had you not said anything to Wendy, like you're trying to stick up for Peter, y'all wouldn't have had an issue at all. So stop, Mia. Tell me something. You want to like Wendy. You want to get along with her. She's so successful and beautiful and accomplished. Yeah, she's all of those things. And you created the drama. What? Do we need to rewind the tapes back? Can't wait to the reunion. So Ashley Big Mouth self had to tell Robin the information about the Georgetown girl that Karen had told her. So she's telling Robin about it. Robin's kind of snickering it off, and then she decides to, she was like, well, let's just call one. Let's just ask them. So she calls one and asks him about the Georgetown girl. And of course, he's like, Robin, I'm about to hang up. I'm about to hang up. I mean, he went off talking about he about to cuss these girls out. And I want to say he called them a B word. I'm pretty sure he called them B words. Say he's gonna cuss the girls out. And I'm like, why are you cussing them out? Why you so rah-rah? Is it true? What? Anyway. But anyway, did anybody else notice that when he answered the phone, he was like, what's up, Robin? I don't think I've ever heard one call Robin babe, baby, honey, gumdrop, booger bear, sugar plum. I mean, nothing. And granted, it's not a big deal. Like, if that's their thing, One and Robin, okay, that's their thing. But I'm like, I just do not see the romance in their relationship at all. I think because they like grew up together, like they're more like brother and sister. Ooh. It's very, very odd to me. Very, very odd. But I don't see the romance. Like, I don't know. He called what's up, Robin. Like, they just bros. I don't know. So Robin's like, oh, Karen done opened up a can of worms. She got something up her sleeve. And I'm like, apparently she has names, dates, and phone numbers, I guess, to pull out against Karen, since Karen done brought up this Georgetown thing. I honestly, it's starting to really sound like it's true. Like, Robin knows about the Georgetown girl. And maybe it's something old. It may not be anything recent, but I don't know. I don't know. Robin was really worked up about it. I don't know. It seems. So the girls are still in Tulum and they're going to lunch. So Ashley and Karen and somebody else go to the bathroom while the other girls are like sitting at the table. So I thought Ashley was going to tell Karen how she brought the news to Robin about the Georgetown girl or whatever when they went to the bathroom, but she didn't. I'm like, oh Lord. Or they didn't air it at least. I'm like, oh Lord, Karen gonna be walking back to this table not knowing what's going on. But so they come back to the table and Robin was already talking about it with the other girls. And so Karen lays in. She was like, so what's fakey is this wedding, child. So Karen brings up the Georgetown girl. She's like, Robin, you already know about it because you're a smart girl. So apparently it's been a rumor that's been going around because Wendy said she heard about the Georgetown girl, and who else? Candace said she heard about it too. Of course, Robin and Gizelle like, I've never heard about this, never in my life, never. I'm like, girl, Robin, you're not an actress, honey. You probably knew. So let me tell y'all the quote of the season, maybe even the series, child. So Karen tells Robin, I'll eat my words. Like, if you actually register this wedding or marriage or whatever you're supposed to do, I'll eat my words. Gizelle chimes in, she ain't got to prove nothing to you. She ain't got to do nothing for you. So Karen tells Gizelle, shut up. You're not even near an altar. Be quiet. Though I'm not near an altar myself, the way I ran out the door and hollered on the floor, I was so tickled. Karen's like, girl, you're not even near an altar. Like, be quiet. Don't talk about nothing you ain't got going for yourself. Not that, you know, marriage is the prize for everybody, but child, it was just so quick-witted. It was so funny. I was hollering at the TV. I had to rewind it a couple times just to hear it again because it was so funny. Karen, you coming through. You coming through with the reads this season, girl. You are coming through, and I am tickled and here for it. So apparently Robin had some tea or whatever. So honestly, as she was trying to like present the tea, it's almost like she had to muster up the courage to get it out. It's like, ooh, Robin, so lame. Somebody help the girl out with her reads. My goodness. So apparently she had some picture of some blue-eyed man that Karen was supposedly on a date with in Vegas. And if you remember a couple seasons ago, Sharice also alluded to some blue-eyed man that Karen had supposedly been dating. So I guess this is the blue-eyed reveal. So she's showing everybody like, here he is, here's blue eyes, look everyone, here's blue eyes. Of course we didn't get to see the picture. Of course we didn't get to see the picture. She didn't show Karen the picture either, so that's that on that. Until I can see it and see what the picture looked like, I don't have nothing to say. I don't know, y'all. Robin is just so lame to me. I just don't know what it is. Like, even when she was holding up the phone, showing everybody, then she started showing the crowd or what. I mean, it wasn't really a crowd, but just showing everybody, I guess, sitting on the table. This is blue eyes. This is blue eyes. Y'all, I just is like, somebody help her. Somebody help her with her reads. Atlanta girls, please. Do a Zoom call with Robin, please, so she can get some assistance. So Karen says she's been protecting Juan all this time. So apparently Juan wanted Karen, allegedly, to be the third in some threesome with him and Robin. I'm like, ooh, child, Lord have mercy. So Karen had told Gizelle a couple episodes back that she had felt that one of the husbands were really inappropriate with her by the way that they hugged her and like squeezed her so tight. It made her feel uncomfortable. So when she said that, I too was thinking about only other person it could be, Michael Darby. I was like, oh, Michael must have did that to her. But apparently, no, it's been the one that did that to her. And he hugged her so tight after they had this like threesome conversation on stage, and he whispered in Karen's ear like he wants Karen to be the third in the threesome. And I'm like, ooh, child, it don't really seem like something Juan would say. But again, we barely see Juan. I really don't even know nothing about him, but I wouldn't put it past him. I'll say that. But I don't know. More is to come, I'm sure. So Gizelle messy self. It just is not an episode if Gizelle is not messy at some point in the episode. It's not a true Potomac episode if we didn't have Gizelle stirring the pot. So she's trying to spark some conversation between Mia and Jacqueline. So Jacqueline said she didn't want to have the conversation at the table. Like, this is between Mia and her, or her and Mia, and it's nothing to do with any of the other ladies. So Mia was like, okay, well, then shut up then. Like, you keep rambling on, like, just hush. So I guess that, like, I guess Mia telling the girl shut up just, like, set her off or whatever. So Jacqueline was like, that's why my mom took you in, and when you were a young girl. And Mia was like, yeah, and I was with her on Mother's Day. Where were you? Ooh. That one kind of stung a little bit. Like, yeah, I was with her on Mother's Day. Where were you, Jacqueline? Where were you? Child, I was I was tickled. Jacqueline blew up. She was like, you're just evil. Like, blah. Somebody get me away from her. Somebody else is gonna have to sit in this seat by me. I'm not sitting there. So she storms off, and child, I'm like, what? How? I don't know how they're gonna come back from this. I believe they can come back because, like I said, I feel like they did. They grew up like sisters, so they're just having a sister fight, I guess. But child, Jacqueline she is a bit dramatic, I can tell. So I guess Mia and Wendy are going to talk it out, and I don't know why it annoyed me when they were sitting at the table. Mia was like, I really want to like you, Wendy. I really want to like you. You know, you're beautiful. You have a great husband. You have 3 kids. Blah, 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 blah. And after that, Wendy like extended her arm like to touch Mia in solidarity. I don't know, whatever. But I don't know why I didn't like it. I was so annoyed by it. I'm like, Wendy, you don't always have to be the bigger person. Like, you can wait on your sincere apology before you try to extend the olive branch. Like, I don't know why it annoyed me. So Wendy comes to her room later on, and Mia finally apologized, and I thought it was sincere. I'm sure a lot was cut out of that conversation, but it did seem like it was sincere, I guess. We'll see how Mia's behavior is in the future with Wendy for me to actually believe it right now. But anyway, so they hug it out, and I just still feel like Mia could have came a little bit harder. Like, okay, yeah, she did say the word I apologize, but I don't know if she's specifically saying she's apologized for throwing the drink in her face, hitting her with the purse. Like, at what point, which apology are you giving here? Or is it just the whole gambit? I don't know. She could have came a little harder to me. For me, I would have needed a little bit more. But anyway, so the ladies apparently have a great dinner. I think it's their last night in Mexico, or night before last. I'm not sure. So it looked like a drunken good time to me. So they end up going to a bar. They threw back some shots. Some people got flashed, legs wide open. And apparently Mia wants to eat Wendy's box. Oh, I'm like, please don't let this be another like Portia and Candy moment. Like, I'm not gonna be able to take it. But one thing I do like about Mia, like, all of her like sexual fantasies and sexual encounters, she's pretty open and honest about them. So I feel like if she actually did say that to Wendy, she probably is gonna own up to it. So we shall see. All in all, I think this was a good episode. I think mainly because of Karen and her reads, honey, to Gizelle and Robin. So all in all, I rate this episode a 8 out of 10. So as always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you back here next week. Bye.